Welcome everyone to the Horrorcast. I am your host, Matrixlord212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Greetings and salutations.
Okay, I'm friggin' excited, and it's awesome when a horror movie gets me so pumped.
That's
okay,
what I was with.
that I want to friggin' talk about it. All right. Here's the thing. Gonna give you some spoilers. I'm gonna give you massive spoilers about Hellraiser Judgment. Okay.
Okay.
So if you don't want to see it, before I give you the spoilers, I'm going to tell you, go see Hellraiser Judgment on demand before you watch this. I recommend it. And again, before I go into spoilers, just know it may not have been the biggest budget in the world, okay? But some of the best horror movies don't have the biggest budget. So just know, don't expect them to be spending millions and millions and millions of dollars for Hellraiser. But just know that they could have stuff in the story that makes it stand out as one of the best. All right? So, ready? Okay. We're spoiling it now. Okay, so first off, I rented Hellraiser Judgment. Okay, now we know the guy that is Pinhead is no longer Pinhead. They got new Pinhead, but you couldn't tell the difference because the way they did it, it's just you couldn't tell the difference. And they had a new Pinhead last time, and that Pinhead sucked. But anyway, so I went into this, and right off the bat, the first 10 minutes pissed me the F off.
Really? How
and
so?
I said, this sucks. This is bullshit. This ain't it. I'm going to tell you what. Every movie we've seen, right, or just about, it's always been about the box.
And this wasn't.
No, but it's always been about somebody presses the button, they come out, they take the person, they torture them, or they try to escape, whatever.
Yeah.
This was different.
Oh, no.
So that kind of pissed me off in the first 10 minutes. And I said, this is going to be the worst Hellraiser there is. But that's saying a lot because the worst Hellraiser there is was the last one, and then there was another one. So, and there was even one where Pinhead wasn't in it for like maybe 15 seconds he was in it. It was just whatever, but still.
Oh.
So this is not the worst Hellraiser there is. I'm going to say right off the bat it's not. But it's different. Okay? And then they explain, I guess, why it's different. Maybe or maybe not. I'm going to need some coffee for this. Thank you.
Oh, no.
Thank you, my assistant. All right.
Oh, no.
All right. So, turns out Pinhead's got an assistant. They're doing it like a business. Someone comes to the house. They get knocked out. And the house is like a portal to hell.
For his assistants.
Well, no, he has a main assistant.
Okay.
Besides. Guy's like scratched up, whatever. He has these glasses. And he's like the human resources.
Okay.
of hell. Okay? At first I was like, what the F? This sucks. No, it doesn't. It's good. So this guy's got this typewriter. Old school, never seen something, some type of steampunk type of typewriter that you hook up into your body, and your blood is the ink, which is fine, okay?
Ooh, that does. Ooh, I have to say that sounds cool.
Oh, I gotta get out of me. Okay, so starts off with this guy. I don't know who the guy was, whatever. He's interviewing him about the worst things he's ever done. He puts it on paper, right? Then he says the next person will come in. I forgot what his name was. I don't know if it's the assessor or whatever the hell he is. So this guy comes in with a briefcase. He takes all the paper. He cuts it with a knife. He puts children's tears on the paper, and he eats the paper. Then he's supposed to throw up in this tube that leads to 3 naked women with scarred faces. That is the jury. And they take all the gook and they put it all over themselves. It's really weird. It's really weird. And then...
Are you certain you weren't watching some other movie?
No. It's weird. Wait, I must say it was weird. It's a Hellraiser movie, but anyway. So then they deem the guy guilty, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So then he thinks he's going to get out of it by saying all his crimes.
Yeah.
You know, like he'll get rewarded. And they're like, oh, yeah, you'll get rewarded. You're going to get tortured. Like, whatever. It's like, what? So then he has to be cleansed, which means that there's these overweight old women, like, naked that are, like, just cleansing, which is disgusting.
So, Scientology makes it...
I don't know. Then they have the thing called the surgeon. Wait, they have a thing called the surgeon, which is like a weird gnome thing with the baby face, and then out the back comes this imp thing. It's weird, and he cuts him up with blades. But whatever. When you get past, right? Wait, and Pinhead's just sitting on a throne, doing nothing. Like, I'm Pinhead, the ruler of all. He's just like doing him and whatever. Nothing. Just hearing him scream. He's like this, you know, like likes it. Whatever. Weird. So I didn't like that. This is what I didn't like.
Yeah.
This is what I didn't like. So I'm like, this sucks. I told Sharon, this is fucking freaky, even for Hellraiser. This shit sucks ass. I'm fucking done, right? I said, I'm fucking done with this shit. I didn't see that. You can't even afford the fucking cube. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm done, right? Then we get 2 detectives joined by a 3rd detective, and they're trying to solve these murders that are related to stuff from the Bible, the sins, or whatever.
Yeah.
Excuse the yawning, but Fear the Walking Dead bored the shit out of me. But anyway, talk about that in a second. So then, in the main credits, it's at Heather Langenkamp, which is from Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
If you blink, you'll miss her. So she shouldn't even have been in the main credits, but because she's Heather Langenkamp,
yeah,
she did a cameo, they had to put her in the credits. But whatever. I don't know why, because I missed her like that. So the thing is that it starts getting good, real good, because they introduce a new element to Hellraiser movies. Brand new. It's almost like a brand new thing, like a new hot off the market, but not really new because it's always been around.
Yeah.
And the new element is God, angels, and stuff like that.
Oh, neat.
So you have the interference of this angel that they had the head detective guy, and she's like, nope. Like all this light comes in when they're in hell, whatever.
Yeah.
And this woman, that's beautiful woman, comes out dressed like business attire. And she's like, no. He goes back. And he's like, what do you mean? Like, no. It's like, no. He said it. He wants him back on Earth. He wants him back. You can't torture him. No. He wants him back. You don't want to piss him off because it's whatever. So then the guy was like, oh, now I got to tell my boss. You know, like, meaning Pinhead.
Yeah.
Pinhead's like, you know, what the hell? Like, you know, I listened to him, whatever, you know, like shit like that. It's like, whatever.
Yes.
But it was like the way Pinhead talked, you know, like whatever. So then Pinhead's like, he'll be back, whatever. When they had the detective, something weird happened, right? And he confessed all the stuff that he's done. And the Inquisitor, like, basically almost died because it was so horrible, the stuff that's happened with him, that he couldn't take it. And then his vomit almost like destroyed all the jury and the surgeon and everything.
Ew.
Right. So like we're like, what could cause, like, is this guy super? You think the guy is super holy or something?
Yeah.
Like a good guy that God wants, you know, him on Earth. So I'm like, oh shit. So this is like a whole thing. So this is great. And I'm sorry to spoil it, but then you find out that the guy is not the holiest of holy. He's a fucking serial killer. And he's purely fucking evil, which made the evil people fucking sick. Because he's really evil. Not like the people that they would torture that would be screaming. This guy loves killing people. So you wouldn't be able to torture him
So
really
almost
because
a
it's
Cletus Cassidy type.
right. You wouldn't be able, you wouldn't get the full effect of it because he's really fucking evil.
Yeah.
So God wanted the angel for him to go back on heaven because for some reason, even though this guy's killing people, it's going to bring out so many good people to stop the evil or whatever. But the way they like Pinhead's talking to the angel and he's like, "Oh, you guys are even more sick than we are." Like, because like God wants like him to kill all these people. Like I'm doing him I'm doing you a favor.
Sort of a rapture type of thing.
Right? And like you're guys are really sick. So she's like, "Listen, don't go against me because we'll go to war. Like he'll get involved and it'll be over." And he's like, "This is my domain. I do what I want, whatever. Like, you don't have power here, and, we listen, we work together, but I don't have to do that, whatever." So now I'm getting hot here. So it's hot as hell in here now.
Yeah, it was 80 something today.
All right. So long story short, the guy kills the girl detective, but then you don't know that Pinhead kind of brings her back to life. Because he had purposes. And, the guy comes, he brings the other two people in with the cube, with the thing, with the box. And he's like, "I'm trading them for me." And Pinhead's like, "No, I'm getting you." They're like, "No, man." He's like, "It doesn't work like that." And the angel's like, "He's going back." And he's like, "No, he's not going back."
Nope.
And then she goes into the speech, whatever. And then Pinhead's like, "You know what? All right, you're going back." Because he brings the girl back to life. So the moment that he goes back, the girl shoots him in the head and kills him. So he gets the soul anyway.
Oh, sweet.
So the angel flips out, and she's like, "We're gonna like whatever, So then he says immediately he gets the chains, he gets the angel.
Oh yeah, I was
whatever
chains and the hooks.
Gets all whatever, and she's like, "Jesus wept, and God is going to destroy you. He's going to make you suffer." He's like, "How dare you insult me?"
Pinhead, how?
Yeah, he's like, "How dare you insult me about torture and suffering?" He's like, "I love suffering." He's like, I know every type of torture there is. You can't hurt me any which way with suffering and torture and everything. He's like, "What could God do? Nothing." So it was like, he rips her apart, kills her, but not really because God's got the soul with him.
Yeah.
So then all of a sudden, the guy that's like the manager, and meanwhile, they're going to torture the other people too, the good people. The manager is like, "Oh God." Oh, everything's like, light comes on and everything. He's like, "Oh my God, you really got him angry or whatever." And Pinhead's like smiling, like, "What the hell could you do to me, right? How could you make me suffer, right?" So all of a sudden, everything goes white. Yelling going on, then it goes totally white. And then you see in an alley that God's way of suffering is making Pinhead just a fucking scrub bum in the street with no power whatsoever, no power, no minions, just a schmo in the street, nothingness.
That's what he would do.
Nothingness. Hellraiser's over. Completely. Pinhead is alive on Earth. Done. No powers. Can't get his powers back. Nothing. Fucking defeated. And Pinhead's screaming, "No!" Whatever. But then you have an after credit scene because... And the guy was talking about exile on Earth, meaning they exiled them on Earth. You get an after credit scene where the guy that's the administrator is in Germany, and people come to the door like a Jehovah's Witness or some shit. He's like, "Oh, I get 2 today," like meaning that he's still doing like the thing, but you don't know if he wasn't free from God's wrath, or if he's taking over now as hell thing. Or if they're just alive, being normal people, cutting people up or something. So, and you don't even know if Pinhead's with the guy. So, I got to tell you, that was like the best way to defeat Pinhead, period. And again, there's no way around it. He's done. Completely, Pinhead. You can't come back from that. It's done. So they're going to reboot Hellraiser probably.
Yeah, I figured after that they were going.
Yeah, they're going to reboot it now. But that was
those first two I really loved.
It was epic though. It's not the best Hellraiser, but it's not the worst. It's one of the better ones. Now, this also kind of throws things into whack about contradicting Hellraiser 4.
Yeah.
Because Hellraiser 4 took place in the far future. Now, from what I get from the movies, is like a weird thing that maybe all this happened and then life repeated again, and this is like another universe now.
Yeah.
Into 2018, where, you know, they just, now in this universe, it's back to 2018, and all that stuff happened maybe in another universe. And in this universe now, he's just done, you know, as Pinhead done. So that's what I get from it. But it was really good. The budget wasn't that great, but the story was really well thought out. I thought it was really, you know.
Yeah, I love when they do that. When it's like, oh, the budget's not that good, but yet still it was.
They think up these cool things.
Yeah.
I mean, they never involved heaven or angels or anything with Hellraiser. But they're saying like there was a balance where, you know, they each, not that he worked for God, but like he knew his place, like he couldn't, they had their thing, and then you know, he's the higher power, but Pinhead's like, oh, fuck that. Like, what's he going to do? That was pretty good. And something that was really not that good was Fear the Walking Dead.
I do. But I do have some good news. I'm looking at something right now.
Horror cast related?
Yeah, it's horror. You consider it. Yeah, you can consider it horror related. They do have a title, a working title for the new Sabrina Teenage Witch series.
Okay.
Which is going to be called Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
Wow. Chilling.
I know. I saw that, and I'm looking at one of the comic book covers here, and it's got like a cut. It's got like a skull.
That's stupid.
Yeah, here, let me screen share. It's best if I screen share, so I can. It's kind of hard to explain while. Okay. Here we go.
While you're okay, let me see.
There we go. There it is.
That's stupid.
That's from a comic. Wow. That's from one of her
Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. That's just
yeah, woohoo. Yeah.
And that's supposed to be Michelle Gomez in the back or some shit?
I think so.
I guess. All right.
There, yeah. Woohoo.
Now goes to the horrible part of the horror cast. Is something that didn't work. And all right, I gotta tell you now, spoilers for Fear the Walking Dead. Fear the Walking Dead jumped the shark.
Oh, no.
They're done. They're trying to do what Walking Dead does, where in the present, in the past, in the present, in the past, jumping back and forth.
They're jumping back and forth too much.
But now they're doing something even more complicated. Next episode.
Making people realize it sucks?
No. Now they're going to go back to the past before the past.
Oh, God.
So you're going to have the present, the past, and before that past, which is going to confuse the shit out of everybody. And I got to tell you, I'm kind of fucking done with the Walking Dead back and forth, different angle shots.
They're doing this just as a means out. They know
it's annoying.
They know they're bombing. They figured, there's nothing we can do. Let's just jump the shark and let's just.
I gotta tell you, I'm annoyed with this whole. Please, with a new showrunner, stop with the fucking flashback present. Could we just go in a fucking straight line?
Yeah.
And just go from building the story in the past to building it to the present instead of doing it the lazy way.
Yeah.
And recreating the story as you go along.
And that's what he's doing.
I don't fucking like it.
It's they're lost for ideas, so they decide to, on the spur of the moment, go, let's do this.
Well, here's the thing.
Oh,
so now...
No, but let's do this.
Listen, Morgan, I don't know what his purpose was today. He's just there. But here's the thing, right? So now you're going to have Nick for a fucking whole season in the past, Not only this part, but the whole other part coming up, right? So you have a thing where the character's dead, but he's not dead. So there's a whole fucking season and a half a season, and so that's ridiculous. Then you got the fact that now they're going before the stadium, like part, which is really fucking annoying. And you're never gonna they're gonna drag it out more than fucking Negan's reveal of who he killed, and it's just like bore central. And I'm like, I'm yawning. I'm like on my phone. I'm like, oh please, this is like a filler, and it's not a filler because these are the main characters, but this is a fucking filler. It's like what the fuck? So. Like they buried Nick, and then you
hold off for Sweep Week or something.
Here's the thing: you have a character that you kill off, right? How could you fucking mourn the character as a fan? Is if the fucking character is after they show he's dead, you go back to the past and you see all this shit he's doing.
You really can't say the person is dead. Why even bother?
The whole season, the whole first half of season is going to be with Nick, and the second half of season in the past is going to be Nick. So it's probably boring. It's like. You just fucking are playing with people now. You're playing with their emotions, and they gotta mourn him. How could you mourn him if he's on every episode?
Yeah.
Why do it like that? So they ruined it.
Don't know how to write the show.
Listen, basically. I know the guy wanted to leave, but that's a stupid fucking way to leave. It's like a hollow. Why do the Fear the Walking Dead characters have fucking shitty ass deaths? Like. The kid Chris, like he just died alone in the middle of nowhere without his dad ever knowing. You know, it's like Jesus. You know, it's like so. It's just like all these guys. It's just whatever. So I don't see a season after this. I just don't want to see a season after this, and I don't even think you should have any survivors that reaches Rick. To tell you the truth, but you're gonna. So, why don't you say a little bit about Quiet Place without, spoiling it too much? I mean,
I can't. I'd be spoiling too much.
Okay, yeah, but go see it.
That makes a good movie too. Is the fact that the only thing I can honestly say about it is that I know I'm going to sound like I'm beating a dead horse about this, but literally the way they show the monsters in this is right. Every monster movie should.
Okay,
you get the most minimalist view of them. And then, when it's imperative to the scene...
That's like Signs.
Huh? Yeah.
I like that. I'm like Signs.
I will go this far. When you will realize how they can defeat the monsters, maybe midway through the second thing. But still,
all right.
Yes.
I got to see it. All right, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the horror cast. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye for now.